Imagine a city where thousands of people once lived, with streets, squares, homes, and churches. A city that existed for centuries. And one day, the government made a decision. This city had to disappear. Not because of war, not because of a natural disaster, but by choice. It was flooded on purpose and almost erased from history. Today, I will show you a city that still lies underwater and explain why so few people know its story. You are watching Hidden History with Alex. On this channel, we explore forgotten places, lost cities, and stories history never tells completely. This city was not small. It was not isolated. It was alive. People worked here, traded here, raised families here. The streets were busy from early morning until late at night. Markets were filled with voices, with bargaining, with routine. Homes were passed down from one generation to the next. Life here felt stable, predictable, secure. No one believed this place could simply vanish. But faraway people with maps and documents began to plan. They did not walk these streets. They did not know these families. For them, this city was a location, a number, a problem. The project looked perfect on paper. More power, more water, more growth. And the city was simply in the way. The decision was signed quietly, without ceremony, without asking permission. The announcement changed everything. People were given a choice: leave or lose everything. Some packed quickly. Some waited, hoping the decision would change. Others returned one last time to touch the walls, to stand in empty rooms, to remember. Doors were closed, keys were left, lights went out. One by one, the city became silent. Before the water even arrived. Then the water came. Slowly, relentlessly. Street by street, house by house. The lower levels disappeared first, then the roads, then the squares. Church towers stood for a while before vanishing too. What had taken centuries to build was gone in weeks. The city was not destroyed, it was buried. Years passed. The surface above the city changed, but below, everything remained. The water protected what time could not. Divers descended slowly, carefully. What they found was not ruins. It was a place, a real place. Streets still existed, corners still turned, doors still stood. Some open, some closed. Staircases led down into darkness. Windows looked out into nothing. Silt covered floors, but walls remained. Paint faded, but shapes survived. The city had not collapsed. It had paused, as if waiting to be remembered. Silence ruled here. No voices, no footsteps. Only the slow movement of water. Time felt different, heavier, slower. This was not destruction. This was preservation. A city locked away from the world. But cities are not only stone. They are people. And people do not freeze in time. Families were moved, scattered, relocated. Some found new homes. Some never did. Traditions broke. Communities faded. What was once shared became memory. Children grew up hearing stories about a place they would never see, a city they could never return to. The water took more than buildings. It took roots. This is how history often disappears. Not with fire, not with explosions, but with documents, signatures, approvals. Progress moves forward and looks away. Because remembering is inconvenient, preserving is expensive, and asking questions slows things down. So stories sink, quietly, peacefully, until no one is left to tell them. Some cities are lost to war, others to nature, but some are lost by choice, and those are the hardest to accept, because they force us to ask, what else are we willing to forget? If you want to understand how history truly disappears and why some places are never spoken about, subscribe to the channel. More hidden stories are waiting. This city was not alone. It was not a mistake. It was a pattern. Around the world, other cities shared the same fate. Some were flooded. Some were abandoned. Some were sealed off. Places where people once lived, laughed, worked, and dreamed now exist only in records, photographs, and memory. Most people will never visit them, never walk their streets, never see what remains, because it is easier to forget than to remember. And that is why these stories matter, not to change the past, but to understand the future.